What you guys doing? I said I got this. You don't need to help me. Who else is under here? Junkin' Fool over here in Poorville. I come in the house, take a little tea break, and the chickens are trying to work on the old rusty truck. So I got the converter off. Getting this cleaned up. I'm going to put a straight pipe back there a ways and put an exhaust on it. So what I need is like 3 1/4 by 4 foot to get me back in there. Yeah. If they have such a size, if they don't, you might have to have them muffler shop spread one end out. So this converter is about probably 3/4 full. It's a pretty good sized converter. You can hear it moving in there, so anybody that doesn't know, it's probably not loose. It's probably 3/4 of the way full. That's going to be going to the scrap yard. I'll do an update on what it pays. Just going to get rid of it and looking for a muffler and going to fix this thing up. I pulled that converter off one thing because I was suspecting it was getting a little bit on the emptier side, and it ain't going to do nothing but blow out the exhaust pipe, so I may as well get rid of it. And that was a heat shield. It was all rusted up there, and I never noticed it, but I'm sure it was a rattling. So this is a Junkin' Fool over here in Poorville, just picking away at this. When I get this tank empty, it belongs to the yard over there. I've got my own, but the place I get my oxygen wasn't open, so I got some from the yard, a couple tanks. So as soon as I get that done, I'll take them their tank back. There's my own right there. It's got a, I just trade them in. I got like 3 of them things, plus that big one I knocked over with a backhoe. So this is good old Chevy. A couple different Chevys putting this one together. So yeah, I cut the back half off that frame for any of the new subscribers, and patching this truck box up to put it on there. There's the old box. There's part of the frame that busted about right here on both sides. And I was going to patch it here, and I just cut it up behind the bed here and put the other frame on there and fish plated it and put some stuff inside, some steel braces run up about 3 foot on each side. I used to have this, well, I'm going to put this back on here eventually, but this is I got this mounted on the rack up here. Put a winch in there, and I pull up riding lawnmowers and stuff too heavy. I got some ramps I just put down on the tailgate. So right now my project, I'm pulling these things off the old box here. Had a big old dent in it when I bought it, but I'm putting these on that box over there. I've got one off. Anyway, just kind of back and forth. There's a winch that goes in the receiver. That goes in that contraption I welded on there. Put the battery in that metal box. So yeah, got a lot of projects going on over here in Poorville. Done a lot of scrap. At Alice Chalmers 940 wheel loader. I bought that not running. Got quite a bit of money in it, but I got it running. I can move cars around with it. And the old school bus, and I have half of this truck. And this is a box I'm patching up now to put back on this thing. So I hope everybody's having a good day. kind of picking away at the projects here. As soon as I get that tank empty, I'm taking that converter in, getting the tank back to them. I got over 100 videos on there. Some of them are kind of short, some are kind of long. I got to make sure these guys don't get my potatoes here. Come on, let's go. We got one baby chicken that got out. Trying to scope it out. We just let them out today for the first time. One got loose. Hoping it'll come back around. I'll do a little tour of Poorville, show some of these projects real quick. I know a lot of people seen them probably over and over again. Mr. Scrappity gave me a shout out and I really appreciated it because, I don't know, I think I've probably got 20-30 more subscribers now, which is cool. Hopefully you can find some entertainment in it. We call the place Poorville. Everything we do is aim to save $1 for the next project. A lot of times I'll buy up a bunch of stuff and sell it off and hopefully end up with what I'm looking for close to nothing. International Harvester, 1966. And I just seen one on the computer and I was hoping to get it. It had all the parts this one needed. That cracked window there, it had that. Had the original hydraulic jack. I called, or I emailed the guys on Marketplace, and somebody bought it, beat me to it, said they want to sell any parts, let me know. Little hydraulic jack that jacks his cab up, and where this fiberglass is broke, it had that. They wanted $5.75 for it. I'd have bought it. There was a bunch of parts I could have used. This one I want to turn into a wrecker. I think I said it in the other video, one of them didn't go through, but got almost 4 acres here. We started out with 3/4 acres and ended up buying this out here from one of the neighbors. There's one of my car rack I built up with some scrap I had around here. Old Dodge motorhome. $500 dump truck up there. There's some videos on that. These weigh over 1,000 pounds a piece. Then the plate right there is probably another 300. I got to get this motor running. I'm sure it's a good runner when it rolls over. It wouldn't roll over the key. So yeah, plan is to start stripping cars down here, just getting the good stuff and catching the gas and what have you, and using it, reusing it. Got a crane truck here I built, put the crane on this bed here. Got a few different things around. Mainly, this is Don. Anybody don't know, this is Don from Poorville. He's in some of our little skits we do around here. And he'd be alright. He lost his hair. It's a CPR dummy. I put a couple self-trapping screws in there, but it was always tangling him up. Yeah, he's in some of our crazy videos. Every now and then we'll do one, and he likes to get involved in that stuff. He don't do much he pretty much watches it's like a scarecrow, but he don't scare anybody. We'll do a quick maneuver down this way. Kind of a one-man band. Debbie helps me a little bit, the boss lady, and some days she don't feel like it, and that's okay with me. It's pretty hot out here. Got a couple gondolas, got some aluminum way out there. I don't know if you can see them or not. I was looking for some exhaust pipe out here earlier. A lot of times I can find what I need. Except for when I'm really needing it. I can go get it. Make a list when I go to town. Yeah, I'd say we buy and sell stuff. We did clean outs before, and we've done some of the storage units, and haven't done them too much lately just because we got so much stuff and don't get rid of it fast enough. So this is a big old shear, and I use this. I cut tires in half with this, cut up short iron, and I'm running it off this wheel horse. I actually drove that wheel horse out here, but I'm running it off this back tire here. You start this thing up and put it in high gear, wide open. Usually I use oil up the gears here, but it opens and shuts this jaw here, and this is what I would call it long iron. It's kind of in a pile there, so I just reach over and grab it and shear it up into 2 foot, 3 foot, depends, different yards. There's another yard pays about the same price for 3 foot. So I shear off my sump pumps. I just get a bunch of them over here and throw them in a pot and just shear this stuff up. And a lot of times I'll have my backhoe here and I'll be going right from this pile into the backhoe bucket and then dump it on the truck. Not real organized around Poorville, but we go back in there ways. And that trailer's full of junk, scrap. Pretty much everything out here is worth some money. Like I say, I bring a few tires out, I'll shear them up, and we can set them out 1 or 2 a week, as long as they're cut in half, and get rid of them. We got stuff scattered everywhere, but yeah, it wasn't too many years. We had this 3 acres. There was no metal in this when I got it. There were some old tires I got rid of, but I guess we probably had the 3 acres, maybe 10 years, 12 years now. Before that, we was on a 3/4 of an acre. So everything was drug out here, and the roads and everything I put in out here. Little driveways. Junk and fool over here in Poorville. I thought I'd give you a heads up on what's going on. So we just bought the bus here a month ago. We buy it and resell it. Bought that little S10 there 3 weeks ago. Not sure what we're doing with that. Maybe looking for some parts. Bought these chickens 5, 6 years ago. Getting any bugs? Kind of a mess right now. We got a couple other pieces of property we mainly take care of them. Don't worry too much about out here, but thanks for stopping by Poorville. Appreciate all the new subscribers and the old ones. Have a great day. Go find some junk or a project or not. Goodbye now.